Happy Monday. Well, it's Monday for you. It's Sunday for me. I was just getting ready to lay down for my Sunday afternoon nap with the dogs. This is Lainey. And I realized you have to know about this because it's the best thing ever. Friday, September 30th. Mark your calendars. September 30th, 7:30 in the morning until 3 p.m. in the afternoon. Kim is going to be on Zoom Live. You can drop in at any time without an appointment. Just pop in when you're ready and ask her any of the questions you might have. Chat with her about your designs, about your cover. Just run anything by her that you might just need an extra set of ears for. That is Friday, September 30th, from 7:30 in the morning until 3 in the afternoon. That link will be in the tip of the week email. It will also be in the interactive PDF that's attached to the email, and we'll probably follow up again before Friday. So Friday the 30th, 7:30 to 3. Get all your questions answered. Kim knows them all. All right, now back to my nap. Huh, Lainey? There's only one thing we can't go back and fix, and that's a missed opportunity. Make sure all of your sports and activities are covered. You have photographers there, and they are well prepared so that you don't miss out on anything.
I want to know what to do with when I have pictures that have been uploaded into a folder in my Google Drive, and I have put those up into Yearbook Avenue. How do I not upload them a second time when I add more photos to the folder?
I get that question a lot. That's a good question. So essentially, you are going to file them differently in your Google. Let me show you. All right, so here's my Google Drive, and I have some photos here, and I'm gonna upload these into Yearbook Avenue. And when I'm done, I actually just take these and slide them into a new folder inside a folder that I call Uploaded. So once I've uploaded, for example, this photo, I'll move it here. And then in my uploaded folder, I'll have the photos, so I still have access to them.
Oh yeah.
And they're moved so that I know that they're done. So if I or someone else loads more photos that need to then be uploaded into the book, they're separated, so I don't upload them twice.
Let's learn a few Layout Pro tips and tricks. The first thing to learn is that you don't have to start with a blank page. We have so many layouts already done for you that there's no need to reinvent the wheel. You can take a basic layout that's already been started and adapt it to fit your theme. When you open designs, the first one will always be Ambition. If you choose the drop-down arrow, you'll see that there are quite a few different options. Clicking the star allows you to favorite the ones that you really like. And then if you go back to your drop-down arrow and scroll to the very bottom, you can see all your favorites in one place. Now that I've dragged and dropped the layout that I want to use onto the spread, let's change the colors to something that better fits our theme. If you go to Edit, select Color, choose All for the content you'd like to change, and then choose from the colors that are already on the spread, changing them to the colors you wish them to be. You can do the same thing with the font. So now we'll go to Edit, select Font. We're going to choose the font that we'd like to change. We're going to choose the new font we'd like it to be. It'll tell you how many elements will be affected, just like with color, and then you hit change. Once you're done, look back and make sure that everything looks okay. Every font's going to take a little bit different spacing. For the page numbers, I had red X's. That means there's too much in the box for the space provided. I can either make the box larger or make the text smaller. For the headline, it was a little more spaced out than I wanted. So what I'm going to do is use my line spacing feature to tighten that up. I can now manually move anything that needs to be adjusted, change other colors or fonts as I see fit, and it's much more my style. One thing you never need to do is add a white background to cover the grids. If the grids bother you, you can toggle them on or off with this button right here. Toggling them on allows you to align things, and toggling them off allows you to see what the page will look like printed. Speaking of alignment, if you use your Shift key, you can select more than one item at a time. Then this little bar up here will allow us to manipulate the arrangement, and we can align them all to the top, to the bottom, or centered so that they look exactly like we want to and everything is lined up. Another way that you can select more than one item is to click and drag. You will create a blue box, and everything inside that blue box will be selected. In this instance, I'm showing you how you can use that feature to group and then ungroup elements if you'd like to move them and not risk losing their position with each other. Another fun tool is the lock feature, and there are multiple options for locking. Things can be locked down completely, unlocked completely, or we can lock just the content or just the position and size. I like to use the position and size lock if I'm creating templates and I don't want my students to move things around. So by locking the position and the size, I can still go in and find my photos, drop the photos into the box. I can crop the photos and I can zoom in on the photos. I can tag them. I cannot move the photo box. I cannot make the photo box larger. That is locked down. You'll notice that I've been hitting save a lot. Every time I do anything to my spread, I hit save. Every time you do hit save, you're gonna get a history, and I love this feature. I tell you all the time that you can't mess things up, and this is why. As long as you're hitting save, we can always go back and see previous versions of the page. Now, this feature is only accessible for advisors. However, advisors can see moves made by every student. So here I can see that Jostens, that's me, made the change, and I can actually go back and pull an old version of the page back and drop it on. This is a great teaching tool, so don't be afraid to play around, see what you like, see what you don't like, because as long as you're hitting that save button, we can always go back and make things work. I hope these tips and tricks have been lots of fun for you. If you have others you'd like to see, just let us know. How are your sales comparing to your sales last year? Did you know that you can see that information right on your Yearbook Avenue homepage? Check it out. Now would be a great time to boost those sales because we are offering 4 free icons with any personalized book that's purchased by September 30th. The only problem, September 30th is Friday. That means we need to let parents know, and we need to let them know soon. We have last chance icon social media posts in the 2023 resource folder. We're also emailing parents, but putting up posters around school, making announcements, using your front marquee, or making phone calls home can never hurt. Make sure after the 9:30 deadline passes, any specialized posters with this date on them are taken down. September 30th, 7:30 in the morning until 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The link is in your Tip of the Week interactive PDF, and it is also in this email. If those times don't work for you, are you tired? Sunday afternoon is a good time for a nap.